up, guys? Aisha here with Gabriel, our new YCS Toronto champion. Let's see what he played.
Okay, so I played Burning Abyss because we tested Nekroz at first, and then Burning Abyss pretty much just like slaughtered Nekroz. It was like 8-2 games or something. So I decided to play Burning Abyss. I also felt really comfortable with it because I played it around December. So yeah, I played 3 Seer, 3 Graph, 3 Skarm, and then played 1 Barbar, 1 Dragig, 1 Farfa, and 1 Levick. My testing partner, Tamiro, he wanted to play 2 Farfa and said he missed the second Farfa a lot. I never missed the second Farfa. I'm not sure if it would have been better to play 2 Farfa. Dragig is for something later. And then Rubik. Only 1 Rubik because you don't really need to draw it. You can just Skarm search it, and it's bad when you draw it in a lot of situations. So then I played 1 Math. It breaks a lot with Tutor Guide if you play multiples. And then 1 Tutor Guide, obviously. So I played 3 Backjack. This was mainly with the Traveler engine and with Dragig. So I played this because like it gives you really good feel for the discard traps, and also if we found that like a lot of the times the mirror match was going into a stalemate with like you having a Dante and them having Dantes, and so the ability to like set up Fire like Traveler and just like set it, and it's not even that bad if you set it as long as tempo is kind of slow. So that's also what the Dragig is for. And then for the spells, 2 Mistake and Rest. This was because in testing, like, Mistake was just really terrible against Burning Abyss and Shadal because you would have to set it assuming that they were playing Nekroz, like game 1, and then if you flipped it, then, or even if it just stayed, you can special BAs for the rest of the game. So Mistake and Rest was just a lot better, and it also couldn't be MST'd like Mistake game 2 and 3. And then Foolish and Soul Charge. Soul Charge was okay, I cited it out a lot. And then 3 Karma Cut with the Backjack engine. You need as many discard traps as possible up to a certain point, and then Karma Cut is the best discard trap. 2 Raigeki Break. You don't really want to top deck problem cards, so Raigeki Break is better. And 5 discard traps seemed like the best ratio. And then 3 Fiend Grieving. We weren't going to play this. We were going to play 2, but decided to bump it up to 3 because the mirror match was really relevant, we felt. And then 3 Traveler. This is like insane a lot of the time. I Travelered for 5 like a bunch of times this weekend. It's also just insane with the Backjack to set up. And then 2 Fire Lake. This was because it's like insane against everything that isn't Nekroz. And it's really good with the Traveler, but if you draw multiples against Nekroz, it's just really terrible. And then Skill Drain. Mike Albanese, who built the deck with us, telling me not to play this, but it won me like single-handedly won me like 5 games against Nekroz. Warning, Torrential, and Emptiness, obviously. 40 cards, 19 monsters, 4 spells, 17 traps. And then extra deck, played 1 Virgil. I don't think I ever missed the second, but it could have come up in a few situations. And then 3 Dante. You just need 3 Dante. 3 Downard. Came up a lot in the mirror match. And then 2 Acid Golem, which never came up, but it could have, so I would probably still play 2. You pretty much don't make any of these except in like really obscure situations. So Alucard, Angineer, Giga Brilliant, Nightmare Shark, Zen mains, which I never made, F-Zero, which I never made. I would probably cut something for Triage Levia, because when you have 3 VAs or when you have Soul Charge, it's a really good card. For the side, 2 Maxi. This was for Perform Mages in Shadal's and Nekroz, and for the mirror match. We didn't really want to play 3 because a lot of the time in the mirror match there were a bunch of sets, and just drawing multiples is really bad. And we didn't want to side in 3 against anything else. 3 Flying Sea for the mirror. This was like insane. Every time I dropped it, I won the game. And then 3 Majesty's Fiend. Because we were really afraid of Archfiend Eccentric, and Majesty's Fiend is also just really good against Shadals. But I don't think Majesty's Fiend ever stuck and won me a game. So yeah,
So
it was pretty bad.
I honestly need to
Okay,
have
pause.
you
Okay, so probably should have played Spell Canceller over these, or some other Floodgate. 3 MST for Cliffort mainly. I was gonna play 1 Galaxy Cyclone to side in against Nekroz for Royal Decree, but I couldn't get Galaxy Cyclone in time, so that hurt a lot. I got decreed a lot, and I lost every game. But I played the 3rd Mistaken Arrest because it's just like insanely good against Nekroz, and they side in MSTs, which is almost always dead against you. Regeki for Nekroz and Shadal, and then played the 3rd Fire Lake for like any rogue. I didn't even play like any Tellarknights, and I only played 1 Cliffort. But this also went in against Burning Abyss going first and against Shadal, so that was pretty good. And then Horn of Heaven. This was like to combo with the Traveler and also just to stop Manji Senju and Denko against Nekroz. So yeah, that's the deck.
All right, thanks, and congratulations once again.
Thanks.